Welcome to the NHC GOP podcast. I'm Reuel Sample. I am happy to be joined by three of our conservative Republican board members from the Board of Education, Pete Wildeboer, Josie Barnhart, and Pat Bradford. We're talking about Stamped, the book that has gone throughout the entire education system all throughout the country. It's a very controversial book. You folks have handled this issue in a way that I think is brilliant. So, Josie, tell me about Stamped and what you folks have done with that here in New Hanover County.
Thank you, Reuel. The question that came into play was Stamped as it was related to a AP course. And so the whole board agreed to read it and read through it, and we had a very lengthy hearing. And ultimately, the Board of Education is on the hook for the law as it relates to education. And so when we were looking through the lens of the law, we had to decide whether or not this book was permissible in education. So one thing was sexually vulgar in language, and I don't think any board member even tried to dream that it was that. And then it came to educationally unsuitable and age appropriateness. And so when we were talking about that, what ultimately the board decided to do was to temporarily restrict it from curriculum and use, because we did not see a balance in the curriculum as it pertains to the analytical lens of racism. And so this teacher will have to create that balance prior to reintroducing it into her class, but we allowed it to stay in the libraries of the school system. So when this comes into play, and I've told people that the Board of Education members, if this gets challenged in a further court, we will be on the stand testifying to that relation. And so this is something that was not an easy decision, but it's something that we tried to be fair to all parties involved and to be cognizant of. We want a well-rounded quality curriculum that engages in critical thinking.